Our first guest lit up the internet when he delivered an impassioned plea to the Iowa House of Representatives in support of gay marriage. Take a look at him.
So what you're voting here isn't to change us. It's not to change our families. It's to change how the law views us, how the law treats us. You are voting for the first time in the history of our state to codify discrimination into our Constitution. You are telling Iowans that some among you are second-class citizens who do not have the right to marry the person you love. So will this vote affect my family? Would it affect yours? Over the next 2 hours, I'm sure we're going to hear plenty of testimony about how damaging having gay parents is on kids. But in my 19 years, not once have I ever been confronted by an individual who realized independently that I was raised by a gay couple. And you know why? Because the sexual orientation of my parents has had zero effect on the content of my character. Thank you very much.
From Iowa City, Iowa, please welcome Zach Wahls. Zach, it's so funny that you're nervous because I can't imagine the strength it took and how composed you had to be to speak that way, and you didn't come off nervous at all when you did that.
I was shaking.
You were?
I'm shaking now. You know, it's just so cool to have this opportunity to be here and then to share my story and family.
Well, I saw it immediately, and I wanted to have you on as soon as I even saw you, so I'm happy to have you here.
It's great
and
to be here.
tell for people at home watching, people who don't know what you were speaking about and why you were speaking about it, please.
Yeah, well, gay marriage is legal in Iowa, one of only 5 states where that's the case, and the bill I was speaking against would change that. Mm-hmm. It would make it so gay marriage isn't legal in Iowa, and it was one of those things where, when I heard that this bill was even being talked about, like, I knew I had to go out there and speak against it. My mom, always taught me that I had to speak up.
Hi, Mom. Terry, right?
Yeah.
Hi, how are you? What a great son you raised. What a great young man. So Terry is your biological mom,
right.
And you've been together for how long with your...
16 years.
16 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and I love also when you said, I'm sorry to interrupt, but when you said to the judge, I think if I were your son, you'd be very proud, because you really are an outstanding guy. Okay, so they were trying to repeal the law, right?
Right. They're trying to change the Constitution so marriage is defined as only between one man and one woman. And and the scary part about that, I guess, for me, is that their lawmakers are supposed to protect us and not take our rights away. So
right.
Yeah, it was.
So you're an engineering student, is that right?
Yep.
And you hear about this, and you just decide. How long did it take you to come up? It didn't look like you were reading. You were just speaking.
Well, I had notes in front of me, but I wrote it like a Saturday, Sunday before the testimony, which was on Monday. So yeah.
So you speak, and then probably you had no idea the impact that would have. 1.5 million hits on YouTube.
Yeah.
You've had that many views.
Yeah, no idea at all.
And have you been contacted by anyone that that maybe you changed their mind?
Yeah, well, I got a Facebook message actually from a guy who's shipping out to Afghanistan in 2 weeks. He was raised in the Deep South, in his words, raised anti-gay, and he said that after seeing my testimony that he felt his mind had really been changed, and he'd been really anxious about the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and that had changed his mind on that too, and that just really blew me away. I guess I didn't change the mind of the legislators. They still voted to pass the bill,
right? Which
was really disappointing. But to have this kind of impact on a state, national, even international level has really been it's such a blessing. To be able to come on here, come on your show and share my story of my family and.
Well, I think that's what made it so different. I mean, people can hear, and also that's why I think it's important. The more that people see, I mean, we've always had this struggle throughout history in any kind of fight for equality. There's been a fight for equality in many different areas, and we're still having this fight today, which is outrageous to me. But the more we put a face to it, and people can see that you're a straight man raised by 2 women and such an amazing guy,
Yeah, I mean, we're really not so different, which is, I guess, what I said in the speech, and that's the point, We're not, a family with two moms really isn't that different from a family with a mom and a dad.
Right. And what do you feel when people say that you're a hero? Because I would say that right now to you. I think you're a hero. To me, you're a hero for what you did. I applaud you, and I thank you for it, for speaking out for so many people.
I've gotten a lot of Facebook messages and emails, and people think I'm inspirational, but, I'm really a testament to my parents. Like, if you think I'm cool, like, you should meet my parents. I mean, all the...
Well, clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly. I think, and especially the fact that you were able to raise such an amazing guy is a testament, that in itself. I mean, what do you want to say to him right now?
I am so proud of you. I am so, so proud and so blessed by having you.
Well, I'll say this. It's very easy to keep quiet when there's a lot, and especially when you're up against a lot and up against a room full of people who are against everything that you want to stand for, which is right and fair. And it takes a big person to speak out and to not keep quiet. So thank you for speaking out. Thank you so much.